guys, so today I have a very exciting video for you guys. This is going to be a first impression slash review slash demo on the BECCA JACLYN HILL Champagne Collection face palette. I am super excited to do this video for you guys. You guys will see later on in the video, I actually did film a video of me applying a blush and the highlighters for the first time on my face. You guys will see how they apply later on in the video. But for now, I just want to quickly touch base on a couple of things about the palette. BECCA and JACLYN HILL collaborated together and they came out with a whole champagne collection after her Champagne Pop highlighter became so popular. They decided to do a whole collection based around that. So the collection has this face palette, it has an eyeshadow palette, and then it has the Champagne Pop highlighter. It also has the Champagne Pop highlighter in a cream version and a liquid version, and I do believe that's everything that comes in the collection. So I am going to go ahead and say that the face palette and the eyeshadow palette are limited editions. June 16th, they will be restocking the website. You will be able to get the whole collection on Sephora.com as well as in stores. Yeah, that is just a little bit about when it is going to relaunch, but I will say this. The powder, liquid, and cream version of Champagne Pop are going to be permanent. Those are something that they are just adding to the line, to BECCA's line. So you will be able to get those again, but if you want to try the face palette or the eyeshadow palette, I highly recommend that you get your hands on them on June 16th, because once they sell out, after they restock on June 16th, they're no longer restocking, and you will not be able to get the products ever again. So I highly recommend that if you like what you see in this video, or you are just curious about it and you want to get your hands on the eyeshadow palette or the face palette, to go ahead and do that on June 16th, because it will not come back once it's sold out. And how quickly it sold out the first time around, I can guarantee that the second time around it's going to be the same thing. So let's just get into this, because this is just about the face palette. So the face palette does retail for $55, which I know a lot of you guys probably think is a lot of money, and it is, but for what you're getting, it is a really good deal. The face palette actually has a value of $136. You're basically getting more than like a 50% discount on this compared to like what it's worth. So yeah, so this is what the packaging looks like on the outside. It is absolutely beautiful packaging. It's just gold with beautiful like white spritz, I guess I will call it, and it has JACLYN HILL's name on it, and on the back it has a picture of her, and then it shows you all of what you get in the face palette and the names. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. It did come with, in every face palette comes with the BECCA backlight primer, which is amazing. I used it today and it is so beautiful. So yeah, so every face palette comes with that, and when you open the package up, this is what the palette looks like. It is stunning. It is so pretty. The back is just gold, and then once again it has all of the names of the product down here, so it's very easy to know what the names of the products are, because they're not actually printed inside. It just has like a little paper. So when you open it up, it comes like this. So it comes with a huge mirror, and it comes with obviously all of your products, and then it comes with a little paper that tells you the product names. Now if you lose this, that's the great thing, because like I said, on the back of the palette it has the names on the back as well, in order so that it doesn't get too confusing. So it comes with 3 blushes and 2 highlighters. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about them. I'm going to swatch them so you guys can see. So this first blush right here is called Pamplemousse. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not exactly sure. And it is just a beautiful like rose color. It's so pretty. Tons of pigmentation. There is Pamplemousse on the back of my hand swatched. It has very good color payoff. All of the blushes in this palette do have really good pigmentation and color payoff, and they are also very buttery and smooth. So they go on very evenly. They don't go on like chalky or splotchy or anything like that. So that's Pamplemousse, and then the middle color is called Amaretto. So there is Amaretto. It's a very beautiful like terracotta color. It's very neutral, so you could wear it on an everyday basis. It's so beautiful. If you like kind of don't know what blush to wear, this is one that I would go for, just because it's matte and it's very just like kind of will go with anything. So I really like that one, and once again that one's in Amaretto. Then my favorite blush in the palette is this one right here, and this is called Rosé Spritz. First of all, love the name. Second of all, it's so beautiful. This is definitely my favorite blush in the palette. It's actually the one that I chose to wear today. And I also think that it has the most pigmentation out of all three. But it is such a beautiful color. I absolutely love it. It is like a beautiful pink with tons of gold shimmer undertones. It's so beautiful. I absolutely adore it, and a little goes a very long way. How it looks in the pan is exactly how it applies to your face, which I absolutely love. It is so beautiful. And moving on to the highlighters, we have Champagne Pop right here, and this is the new highlighter that JACLYN HILL and BECCA created, which is called Prosecco Pop. So the Champagne Pop, everybody kind of knows what this looks like. It's just a beautiful champagne highlight. I don't even know if you guys can see Champagne Pop swatched on my hand because it's just so like highlighted. It's right here, by the way. But Champagne Pop is just a beautiful champagne highlighter. It's absolutely beautiful. Once again, a little bit goes a very long way. It's absolutely beautiful. Next one right here, Prosecco Pop. The main difference between this one and Champagne Pop is that Champagne Pop is more peachy toned, and Prosecco Pop is definitely more of like a gold. It is like a true gold. Like you can barely see, I know, but like even here you guys can see that looks more peachy, and this is just straight gold highlighter. It's absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. Those are all of the blushes and the highlighters swatched. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly show you guys a comparison in size with a actual BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector, which is what the highlighters are technically called. Here I have one of the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and as you guys can see, it's about the size of the palm of my hand. And this is just in the color Opal, but this is what it looks like, and this is the size. And now I'm going to show you guys the size compared to what the sizes are in the BECCA palette. So as you guys can see, you are getting still a lot of product. It's almost the full size of the normal Shimmering Skin Perfector. By the way, I'm so sorry about my bird. I gave her food, and like I always have to feed her food the second before I film, or she does this. But when she hears me talking, she starts to do this. When I stop talking, she stops chirping. The size comparison between the two products. The regular Shimmering Skin Perfectors that they sell separately are not very much bigger in size than the ones you get in the palette. So you're getting a really good deal, because the Shimmering Skin Perfectors by themselves retail for $38 for just one. You are getting the whole palette with 2 of them plus 3 blushes for $55. So that's a very good price. Once again, the highlighters in the palette are not as big as the ones that they sell separately, but they are just about as big. They are almost just as big, and that's a lot of highlighter. It is going to last you a pretty long time because of the fact that you don't need much product. But yeah, now that I've given you guys an overview of the palette and I've showed you all of the colors swatched, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the demos. So if you guys want to see how the products in the JACLYN HILL palette apply, then just keep watching. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have pretty much my whole face done. I am actually baking right now, and I've got my contour on though. I've got my lips and my eyes, my eyebrows, everything is done, minus my blush and my highlighter. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's just going to be a first impression on the JACLYN HILL face palette. So I basically just want to do a first impression on how the blush and highlighter from the JACLYN HILL face palette works. I want to see how they apply, and I just want to do it live on camera so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And today I'm going to go with this beautiful color right here called Rosé Spritz. and that's what I'm going to use as my blush. It is a very beautiful pink with like gold shimmer undertones. It's so beautiful, and that's what I'm going to use today as my blush. And let's see how this applies. So I just picked some of that up on my brush, and I'm just going to, oh my gosh, look how pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so pigmented and so pretty. As you guys can tell, I accidentally applied a little bit much. Like, I dipped it in a little too much. I guess you just need like the tiniest amount, but as you guys can see, my cheek is blushing, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pigmented. Oh my goodness, it's so pigmented. I need to tone this down a little bit because I look ridiculous. I'm just going to kind of like pat this out with another brush because this is super pigmented. Okay, so very first impression is this stuff is no joke. It applies very easily, like, and heavily. So I would suggest you to be very careful when you're going to apply it because that stuff will pack on with like barely anything on the brush. I would suggest you dip your brush in the product once and that's it, because as you guys just saw, that applied very heavily, very quickly, which is a good thing. It's a very pigmented product, and it's also a good thing because this palette is limited edition and we can't ever get this stuff again, minus Champagne Pop. It's a good thing that it's so pigmented because you don't need very much, so it'll last you a very long time. So far, that is just, seriously, that looks amazing. So pretty, so pigmented. I absolutely love it. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to apply Champagne Pop on my cheekbones and my tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow and chin, but I'm also going to layer Prosecco Pop on top because I want to just mix the two and see how they look together, because I can't just use one, that wouldn't be right. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix the two and put on both highlighters, and let's see how intense I can get my highlight. I want like a pop-in highlight today, so let's see what we can do. So first I'm just going in with Champagne Pop, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Okay, and now I'm just going to take that on the tip of my nose, chin. Then I'm just going to take a really little brush and apply it on my cupid's bow. So there is Champagne Pop by itself. That is the payoff that that gives. It's so beautiful. It looks really pretty. It's just such a gorgeous color. Now though, I am going to top it with Prosecco Pop on top, which is more of a gold highlight. So I'm just literally putting this right on top as like basically a second layer of highlight. Oh my gosh, this is so, so pretty. Like, my face is so glowy. It looks so pretty. I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like with all of the blush and highlighter applied. As you guys can see, that glow on my cheek is insane. It is so intense and it is so beautiful. Like, I am like glowing. Oh, I love it. I absolutely adore it. I think that this palette is definitely worth the money. My first impressions on this are that it is very pigmented. It's worth the $55 that it is. You don't need very much of the product, so it's going to last you for a really long time. I am super happy with my purchase, and I definitely suggest you guys get this palette. It is sold out on the website, but it is going to be back in stock on June 16th. You can get it on the website and in stores. But once whatever they put out in stores and on the website on June 16th is gone. You cannot get it again. They're not going to bring it back. So make sure you get your hands on it if you can. It's such a good product and it's so worth the money. This is the only thing that I got from the collection this go around, but I think on June 16th I am going to try to get the eyeshadow palette, and I will slowly start to collect the other things because the rest of the collection is permanent. This palette, the face palette, and the eyeshadow palette are the two things that are not permanent. So if you want something from the collection, or you want the face palette or the eyeshadow palette, I definitely recommend on June 16th you go ahead and you grab those before they totally sell out and they no longer have them anymore, because the rest of the products, even if they sell out, they will come back because they are permanent. So that is just my suggestion to you guys. I love this palette. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I hope that you guys liked this little review first impression video on the Jaclyn Hill face palette from BECCA. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. And I hope that you guys liked this video. Let me know how you guys like this little first impression review, and if I should do more of these videos. I had a really fun time filming it, and yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!